Page 55, remember, here we're moving the right hand around a little bit. Because as you probably figured out by watching other people play the piano, the hands tend to move around a lot. And we haven't done that. We're starting to do that. 4/4 time, 3 lines long, we're doing fine. They're starting out with the left hand in this C, little finger. That puts the left hand in this position. It's fine for the left hand. And then when the right hand comes in, third measure, thumbs on middle C, so that puts the right hand in this position. That's C position. Look at the second line. The first 2 measures are fine. The left hand's in this position, is playing. But then the right hand, it's got to have a thumb on this C up here. So it's in this C position. It moved. And then in the last line, the first measure, the right hand's playing this C. And in the next measure, the right hand's playing this C. It moved again. And then at the very end, the last measure, they're saying use the left hand to play that last C. So you just cross the left hand over to play that one. So the left hand gets to move too. Isn't that sweet? Now this is the idea. So let's talk a little bit about how to move the hands. You're in this position, and in the second line you know you're going to need to be in this position. So somewhere in the second line, in those first 2 measures, while the left hand is playing, you need to move the right hand up and have it there ready to go before the third measure comes around. When you're moving the hands, if possible, always move them beforehand and have them ready to go before you need them there. You can't always do that. Sometimes you got to move and play immediately. But if you can, you move beforehand. And you'll develop a habit as to when you're going to do this. I typically do it right before. It would be like in the second measure on the second half note in the left hand. When I play that, that's when I would move up. There. That's how I do it. You don't have to do it that way. You could do it immediately if you wanted, but that's how I do it. So when I have to cross the left hand over, when do I do it? Because I need it to be there before I'm going to play it. So I typically would do it while I'm playing those 2 C's. During one of them, I would move, probably during the first C. I can't do it before it because I'm playing. So here, during one of those C's, I'm going to move the hand over so it's ready to go. And then at the end of the line, because this is the end of the piece, I leave both hands there, and then I'll lift both hands at the same time like that. It's just good technique. I mean, technically you could move the right hand down, no big deal. But I prefer, just as a matter of habit, just leave both hands there until the piece is over. Now if the left hand we're going to play a lot up here and the right hand was done, then the right hand you can put it in your lap. But that's not the case here. Now when you cross over like this, like at the end here, they're saying third finger. You can use any finger you want, it doesn't matter. I typically will use 2 or 3, it depends. Third finger on most people is a little longer, it might be easier to reach it. But for me, second finger's closer to it, so I typically would use second. I don't use thumb because it's a short finger and that would make it a little more awkward to get up there. But I might use 2 or 3 or either one. That's not important, that's just play the note. And that's really what this is. You have to learn these notes in the written music. They're in the second line, the last 2 measures. Make sure you know the names of those notes in the music. It starts with a C, so memorize them. That's your challenge now. Let's play this together. Since it's a 4/4 time, I'll give us 4 counts. There's not a lot of dynamics going on. It's sort of loud. You decide, and you got slurs, so you're going to connect these. A little silence between them, so just lift up in one hand before you play the other, so there's a little silence between the slurs is all. You might call them phrases. I don't know if it makes a full sentence or not, but if it does, then it's a phrase. So go ahead and put your hands in C position to start, and I'll give you 4 counts. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 4 off. I'd like to do the teacher accompaniment at the bottom, so you play what you just played and I'll play that. I'm going to speed this up a little bit though. It says allegro for the speed. That's fast. It's not as fast as you can go, but it's fast. Maybe it is as fast as you can go if you can't go very fast, because I don't know. So I'm going to go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Can you go that fast? Let's find out. I'll give us 4 counts. Let's play this. Put your hands in C position to start. I say to start because if you move your hands around, you're not in this position anymore, are you? Huh. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, off.